Guys, have you heard about the satanic abortion temple that is opened up? Guys, it is crazy. We're going to talk about it here on All Things Theology. Cue my theme music.
All things theology, all things theology. We chop it up properly, without an apology. Gotta get doxology to God, hallowed be, cause this is how we do it at All Things Theology.
Yo, grace and peace. Welcome back to another episode of All Things Theology, where this is your host, K-Dub. And guys, we're going to talk about some just pure demonic evil. And that is a abortion clinic that is being opened up by the Satanic Temple. Guys, that might sound like me just saying this, just calling abortion satanic, which it is. But no, there's actually the movement, organization called the Satanic Temple, which is opening up an abortion. I said a few days ago, and this is nothing new that I've said, that for the atheist, you can even substitute the unbeliever. For them, abortion is their sacrament. I don't want to hear any of this talk of people saying, well, I'm not religious. Everybody is religious. You have a set of values, practices, which you glorify, and this, just because the atheist claims not to believe in God, when you deny the true God, you substitute something else for him, which oftentimes is self. Abortion is rooted in the love of self. But I want to take a moment to look at some pictures that was posted by the Cosmopolitan. And they also wrote an article, which we'll look at a brief section here. But look at this. It says a satanic abortion clinic may sound like clickbait, but it really is happening in New Mexico. And notice the caption under it. And it might just be the most genius reproductive justice play of our time, which I don't find anything genius about murdering children, murdering those that are in the womb, which is human. Scientifically, biologically, that which is in the human is human. Human creates humans. There's not another different species, which I know the arguments that they try to make. But let's go on. It's notice this. So how does a satanic abortion ceremony even work? Well, I'll tell you how. You get your powers from below. But it says patients of all faiths are welcome to Samuel Alto's mom's satanic abortion clinic in New Mexico. So notice, Christian, this is trying to appeal to you. This is trying to appeal to everybody. Again, this is a religious movement. It goes on to say, along with medical counsel, TST, that's the Satanic Temple, offers free ceremonial support to everyone. Again, this is very religious language that's being cloaked for death. Abortion ceremonies. Notice what is being called. What abortion is being called. This is a ceremony happening, right? Just as you worship in your local church, this is being called an act of worship in some sense. It says are totally optional and customizable. Here's a simple one TST recommends, and they'll go on to give some more things like that. But let's check out this next one. It says, hold on, let me bring this up. It says, later, once the procedure is complete, return to your reflection. Just move on with your life. You just discarded that human. Just move on with your life. Focus again on your personhood, your power in making this decision. Complete the ritual. Notice what abortion is being called. Ritual. Again, this is worship language. Complete the ritual by reciting a personal affirmation. Doesn't this sound like the Lord's Prayer? By my body, my blood, by my will, it is done. Again, guys, don't tell me that people aren't religious. One more clip for us. It says, take a few deep, relaxing breaths. When you're ready, read the following tenet aloud. One's body is inviolable, subject to one's own will alone. Which is silly, given that abortion isn't doing what you want with your body. It's with someone else's body. Scientifically, biologically, logically, philosophically, ideologically, the baby is not the mother. So I hate when my body, my choice. Well, you're not actually harming your body. Well, directly. Now there would be an indirect effect to the woman's body, which they don't want to talk about. That higher risk for suicide, breast cancer, or cervix cancer, depression, all these things which are actually affecting the mother's body negatively. They don't hand the brochure starting with that information when you go into your local Planned Parenthood, do they? No, they don't. It says take the medication and immediately afterward recite. This is like, the when people go down the aisle to accept Jesus, recite this prayer. Belief should conform to one's best scientific understanding of the world. One should take care never to distort scientific facts to fit one's belief. And to that I say amen. But that is exactly what happens to the abortionist. You have to distort scientific facts to believe this lie. That's why they have to say, hey, it's just a fetus. It's not a child. It's not a baby. Again, humans reproduce humans. You produce after your kind. It is of the same kind. But I said we're going to look at a little article, and that is what we are going to do. I will post this article in the link of this video. It is by the Cosmopolitan. And guys, this article is wild. It is absolutely insane. But notice what it says. It says, need a minute? No problem. The mirroring of lightning rod concepts is a lot. Intentionally so, as the satanic temple attempts to take pervasive moral panic and flip it on its head. Utilizing Satanist reputation for defiance to expand access to urgent health care. One of the things they've introduced this article is describing that their efforts are led by the Satanist temple, a movement. Then they go on to actually describe what this movement is about. It says, never mind that Satanists don't actually worship the devil. That's debatable. There are no ritual sacrifices or quests or supernatural powers at TST. Now, I would disagree. What we just read was a ritual sacrifice that was described. The problem is, it's the baby. It's the child. It says, in reality, Satanism is a non-theistic faith in which TST's roughly 1.5 global members view Satan more like a mascot. So Satan's cheering you on, yeah. One depicted not as a dark, omniscient deity, but as a literal character. Well, he's not omniscient deity in the Bible. I don't know anybody who views that. But as a literary character, a venerable symbol of rebellion. And notice, rebellion. I'm glad this is admitted. Rational inquiry, personal sovereignty, or to put it as, to put it in my language, this is their personal autonomy, right? It reminds me of Psalm 2. We burst our bonds with God. We want nothing to do with him. God in the heavens laughs at that. Going on, it says resistance and tyranny. Followers champion science. Funny. Religious diversity, which means they're inclusive, right? And separation of church and state, which they actually don't know what that means. That was not to say that the church can't be involved in state politics, but it was really to protect the church from the state dictating what the church could do and say and to be. Many people don't understand what separation of church and state means. Says Chalice Blythe, an ordained minister of Satan. Yeah, I would agree. And the group's spokesperson for reproductive rights. Now, I want to read this part right here because I found this interesting, and we'll bring it to a close. It says, TST, right, the Satanist temple, is also known for its guerrilla street theater. You may be asking yourself, well, what is that about? Listen to this. It says listen to this, guys. At one 2016 demonstration, temple members wearing adult diapers and baby masks disrupted a Christian-led anti-abortion protest with a BDSM stunt. If you don't know what that is, don't Google it. It's just sickening. So with a BDSM stunt that involved flogging one another with whips, which one TST member said it was a commentary on the Christians' rights fetishization of the fetal image. So imagine this, right? You're leading a campaign as a Christian, trying to protect babies' lives, and Satanist members, demons themselves, legion, for they are many, comes in wearing baby diapers and baby masks, beating each other with whips, clearly mocking the Christians. They call it fetishization with fetal image, clearly mocking the Christians' attempt to protect lives in the womb. Very sickening. Going on with the article, this type of public mischief is a core TST tenet. No, notice, a core tenet. So mocking the protection of the baby is a core tenet. Guys, get out of here with that. Your body, your choice, or you're pro-choice. No, there's only one choice that really makes you more happy: when the mother chooses to end the life. But Blythe goes on to say, the seriousness of our intent and beliefs is reflected in our own work. Having a sense of humor about it is not a bad thing. And so this is supposed to be called humorous. This is supposed to be funny, right? I am reminded of Romans 1. Let me read this before we close. It says, and since they did not see fit to acknowledge God, God gave them up to a debased mind to do what ought not to be done. This is exactly what's happening here in this guerrilla style apologetic. They were filled with all manner of unrighteousness, all kinds of unrighteousness, all kinds of evil, covetous, malice. They are full of envy, murder, strife, deceit, maliciousness. They are gossips, slanderers, haters of God. Isn't that what we saw there? They want nothing to do with him. Insolent, haughty, boastful. And this is what I want you to pay close attention to. Inventors of evil. My friends, we are living in a society that's progressing in more evil. Evil that people haven't even thought to do. Our society is majoring in. And this is what we see here. People want to invent evil. Disobedient to parents, foolish, faithless, heartless, ruthless. Though they know God's righteous decrees, right? They make it clear that those who practice such things deserve to die. They not only do them, but give approval to those who practice them. And my friends, if you are a Christian watching this video, it is more reason to stand up for your Christian convictions. Because guess what? The world is not silent about theirs. They are the ambassadors for Satan, the chief priests, the apostles of Satan himself. And we need to be ambassadors for God. Guys, stand up for your Christian convictions. I understand this might have been a tough video to watch, but hopefully you enjoyed the commentary about it. Till the next time, grace and peace. Yo, grace and peace. Thank you for watching another episode of All Things Theology. If you enjoyed what you heard today, go on and give me a like. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. I promise to give you weekly lives, videos, interactions, exposing false teachers, sharing with you, the viewer, my theological beliefs, things about the culture, and the Bible. So if you're here for that, come on and join us. Also, if you would like to support this channel financially, you can do so by becoming a Patreon member or a YouTube member. Links are in the description below. You can see content before it drops. You can also have Q&A sessions with also other Patreon members, YouTube members as well. So if you would like that, hit the description link in below.